Robin Hood Radio presents Flavor Matters with Serge Madikians. He's the owner of Sarmen restaurant in Armenia. If you can't find him in the kitchen or gardens, then follow him either on Facebook or Twitter at SaravanNY.
Thank you for tuning in, everyone. This is Serge from Sarmen Restaurant and Flavor Matters. I am thrilled to have Anna Sarmani-Arshakian from Tatev, Armenia, which is in the southern part of Armenia, bordering almost Iran, about 3 hours. Tatev is about 3 hours north of the Iranian border. And Anna and I were continuing our discussion about Tatev and life in Tatev. Anna-Jan, one of the things that I would love to speak to about your life, about mom's life, and about life of the villagers, not only in Goris and Tatev, but in the surrounding, with what is happened recently between September and November of 2020, the hideous and unfortunate, aggressive behavior, military aggression from Azerbaijan. I'm not interested in discussing politics. I'm not interested in right or wrong. I think we all have our disposition and we all have our understanding of what is the right, what is the wrong. But what I think is more interesting is, for example, your daily life, Zarineh's daily life, the lovely husband and wife that opened up their home for me to stay in, their daily life, the shepherd's daily life, the farmer's daily life, and the presence of the Russian peacekeepers there. I'm sure it has had both emotional, psychological impact, but above all, please tell us how it might have impacted your own daily routine, your own daily life.
Of course, it had and has great affection on our daily life. And unfortunately, I'm always thinking positively. But yes, we had a lot of losses of young generation, and this is really heartbreaking, but we are still, life is going ahead, and as spring comes, as like trees awaken from their winter sleep, we people,
I love that expression, that the trees are awakening from their winter sleep. Thank you.
Yes, and as we people, we are one of the elements in this world, and so we cannot sit and wait, or we cannot suffer forever. We have to accept what happened, and we have to think positively and go ahead. If we discuss in a political way, is totally different. But I'm talking as a simple inhabitant of Tatev village. And of course, my life was disturbed by the aggression of our neighbor countries.
Could you tell us a little bit? Could you please tell us a little bit how it was disturbed?
Actually, for example, Information Center was open only 3 months, and because of the war in September 27, when started, we couldn't work. First of all, we couldn't understand. Like me personally, 3 weeks I couldn't sleep from morning till evening. Mm-hmm. And I was here, and even we could hear sounds, and it was so frightening. And of course, at that moment, we couldn't have any hope of future or think or have any plans. We never thought I hope only, but I'm sure the life will never be the same. But we have to continue to keep the region and the country alive. Otherwise,
I understand that. Just so, Anajan, forgive me for a moment, just so our listeners are aware of, when you say the information center in Tatev, right where the trolley, the wings of Tatev takes you over the valley, your mother has a little cafe, also known as Tatev Information Center, where all the visitors stop by, just so our listeners are aware of it. And it saddens me to hear the depth of fear and the continual anxiety that the war had caused. So please continue.
But again, when I have said from the beginning of our conversation, when was winter was very cold. When spring came, sunny days are more and longer. So we try to warm ourselves with doing different type of a bit gardening work and clean up to reopen and restart everything from beginning. Of course, respecting all the guys that gave their lives to us, that at the moment we can continue to live. For me, it's so difficult to talk about this, and
I understand, and I deeply appreciate your courage. I'm sure that your heart is very tight right now. What I wanted to say is that, for example, I mean, I have a restaurant, as you know, and we're not in the middle of a war, but we had COVID, and COVID really disturbed a lot of the supply chains. You know, some things, some items that were very readily available, they were not readily available. So not only did you have a war going on, you had COVID going on, and you had very few visitors to Armenia. So how did you guys survive that difficult time? How did you manage, and how did you try to substitute or find other raw materials to maintain the hospitality of the information center at Tatev?
Yeah, unfortunately, information center was closed after the war, and only this April we started our work. During that month, I have a lot of friends living abroad, and they tried to help me, even financially, that we could survive, because the only way that we could work, actually, I make homemade spirits and liqueurs, but during COVID time, people were not buying anything, and they were thinking only about their health, like trying to find food and eat, and not to think about traveling or eating at restaurants, because everything was closed. So thanks to my friends, we could survive till now. And at the moment, I'm so happy that since 7th of April, the Information Center Cafe is open again. And we don't have guests from morning till evening or every day, but we have guests coming. Not from European countries, not from America, but we have Russians from St. Petersburg. We have from Moscow, or from Lake Baikal, like close the cities of Lake Baikal. So
do you have Iranians that are visiting now, or still no Iranians?
No Iranians at the moment. Yeah.
How is the process of reopening and maintaining safety? Are visitors wearing masks? Are vaccines readily available to you? I mean, I assume Zarineh is my age, maybe a few years younger. Is is she vaccinated? Is she feeling safe? Are you feeling safe?
I was not that much afraid about, I was not that much afraid, but
that's because you're a courageous spirit, completely. Having survived the war there and be in the middle of it, so I can understand. I think there were more important things to be afraid of.
I'm not joking, but this is really the fact I'm saying. I was not that much afraid, to think about being vaccinated or not. Of course, we care about our health. We put masks, we could put gloves, but as we are in the nature and here the air is much more clean than in big cities.
That's right.
So we feel very comfortable and we don't see any danger at the moment.
We have a few minutes left, Anna Jan. What I would love to hear, and I hope that our listeners would also love to hear, is the war has ended for right now. The aggression hasn't ended. The fear hasn't lifted or subsided. How do you see 2021, 2022 for you? How do you think the road from Nakhichevan to Azerbaijan that would be built south of you? How do you think that might impact again? Would it be good for you? Would it be good for the villagers? Would it be bad?
This is very interesting question, but I don't want to say it will be good or bad. The main thing that the government should understand, because I did
maybe I should change the question. How do you think it might impact you? I am again interested in your life, in mom's life, in the villager's life, in the farmer's wife, in the shepherd's life. How are they, or the mason? How might it? I mean, what is the talk between you guys? Will it be hurtful? Will it be beneficial?
In my opinion, every new thing is better than the old ones. And as I am I was born in during USSR time. 1880, but I'm not scared of any type of situation that will happen, though the war was awful and horrified. I have a lot of friends in all over the world. I have friends that they are Christians, they are Muslims. I have friends that they are from Turkey. I studied in Italy. I have colleagues from Turkey, from even half Azerbaijan, Iranian, Armenian friends. Me personally, my way of thinking is not totally against of anybody in this world. The only thing I want for my country, for me, for my community, is peace and harmony. I want that all the young generation will have opportunity to work in the country and to feel comfortable and stable. The rest is like political issues. Right. If we talk, this is a broadened topic.
Right, and I'm not interested in that. We have couple minutes left, and I'm gonna throw you a difficult question.
Okay.
Anna, you are an Armenian. What does Armenian mean for you?
If you are talking about Armenian woman, is Armenian woman for me is strength, courage, hope, and success. I have already said, I'm not scared. I'm not afraid of anything. I'm not afraid of any obstacles that I had in my life and the obstacles that are coming in front of me. I always could just step up and border the walls and go ahead.
Yeah. They're not obstacles that stop you. They're obstacles that challenge you, and you rise up to them. Anna, I again want to deeply, deeply thank you. We are running out of time. I wish that we had 2-3 hours to sit down with some coffee and gata and Zarineh with us, so we could continue this conversation. But sadly, our time has come to an end. I want to thank you, and I look forward to seeing you on my next trip, which I hope will be later in this year, 2021, after you come back from Luxembourg.
You are always welcome, and I invite all Armenian and non-Armenian people to Tatev. Those who have never been here, it's amazing, the nature, to do hiking and enjoy just doing nothing, sitting and enjoying the food of Tatev. How amazing Tatev.
Yes, Tatev is famous for its beautiful, beautiful Tatev Monastery, but I was in awe of its beauty, of the nature and the landscape, and the air. The air alone itself was just so refreshing and uplifting. Anna-Jan, I wish you all the best on your travels, and I look forward to speaking with you soon.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And thank you, everyone, for tuning in. This is Serge from Yerevan Restaurant and Flavor Matter. And I am very grateful and honored to have spent some time with Anna Arshakian. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Flavor Matters is a joint production of the Yerevan Restaurant and Robin Hood Radio. For more information on the Yerevan Restaurant in Armenia, New York, yerevan.com on the web.